1997 was a year of chaos in Los Angeles. The North Hollywood shootout was fresh in everyone's mind, and the city seemed gripped by a wave of violence that seeped even into the Iron Fortress, our maximum security prison. I remember it like it was yesterday because I shared a cell with Raul El Diablo Vargas, the former infamous leader of the Vipers. Raul was a badass. His name alone could make the toughest inmates and guards flinch. Trust me, because I've seen it too many times. When he was brought in, bloodied and bruised after that gunfight with the LAPD, everyone kept their distance. Even behind bars, his reputation was god level, and it commanded respect and fear. No one was safe, in the jail or out. Anyone could be touched. The Iron Fortress was a brutal place, I'm telling you, housing some of the most dangerous men in the state. Among them were members of the Blood Serpents, our mortal enemies. Their leader, Diego El Fantasma Ramirez, had been waiting for Raul. Everyone knew a confrontation was inevitable. From the moment Raul arrived, shit hit the air quickly. The Serpents were restless, whispering and plotting, Raul always looking. He sensed it too. He moved cautiously, never letting his guard down. He knew they would come for him, but he believed he could handle it. One night I woke to find Raul pacing the cell. A piece of paper clutched in his hand. He'd received a message. Meet me in cell block 9. Urgent. It was an abandoned section of the prison, notorious for its crazy shit. It screamed of a trap, but Raul's curiosity and need for control drove him to take the risk. Watch my back, he told me. His eyes, usually hard and cold, flickered with something close to worry. We made our way to cell block 9, the corridors echoing our footsteps. Man, it was creepy. The place felt like a tomb, the air thick and stale. As we reached the entrance, I hung back, letting Raul move forward. The gate clanged shut behind him, and I knew we were in deep shit. From the shadows, Diego and his crew emerged. Diego's voice cut through the silence. El Diablo, you thought you could hide forever. Tonight we settle the score. Raul reached for his shiv, but the Serpents were faster. They swarmed him, their makeshift weapons flashing in the light. I watched, helpless, as Raul fought back with a ferocity that was both terrifying and awe-inspiring. But he was outnumbered, and they overwhelmed him. The sounds of the struggle echoed in the empty block. Raul managed to wound a few of his guys, but it wasn't enough. He fell to the ground, bloodied and gasping for breath. Diego stood over him, a weird smile on his face. "This is for every brother you've killed," Diego yelled, and with a final thrust, Raul was gone. I could barely process what had happened. The man who had seemed invincible lay lifeless on the cold concrete floor. The Serpents melted back into the shadows, leaving me to deal with the aftermath. Word of Raul's death spread like wildfire through the jail in seconds. The Vipers were leaderless and demoralized, while the Blood Serpents grew bolder. The prison's power dynamics shifted overnight. Outside, the city continued to reel from its own violence. The memory of the North Hollywood shootout loomed large, a reminder of the chaos that ruled our lives. Inside, the legend of Raul El Diablo Vargas became a cautionary tale, a grim testament to the brutal reality of gang life and the inevitable downfall of those who live by the sword. And me? I kept my head down, my heart heavy with the weight of what I'd witnessed. Raul's death was a stark reminder that no one, not even the most feared, was untouchable. In the end, the Iron Fortress swallowed us all one way or another.